Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine a young boy sitting alone in a small wooden cabin. The room is dark. Only a single candle lights the space. In his hands, an old, worn-out book. He reads slowly, carefully, as if every word matters. That boy has no proper school, no teacher, no money. But he has something far more powerful, a hunger to learn. That boy will one day become the President of the United States. His name is Abraham Lincoln. This is not just a story about a man. This is a story about struggle, loss, and unstoppable determination. Abraham Lincoln was born on February 12, 1809, in a tiny log cabin in Kentucky. His home had just one room, no luxury, no comfort. His family was poor. His father worked as a farmer. His mother, Nancy, was gentle and kind. She didn't have much to give, but she gave him something priceless: values. She taught him honesty. She taught him kindness. She taught him how to think. And most importantly, she taught him to love learning. But life was hard, very hard. There were no schools nearby. Books were rare. So Abraham created his own path. He walked miles just to borrow a book. He read at night by candlelight. He wrote on wooden boards, on the ground, anywhere he could, because paper was too expensive. But then, tragedy struck. When Abraham was just 9 years old, his mother died. He watched her slowly fade away, unable to save her. That pain never left him. For a moment, his world went dark. But then someone changed everything. His stepmother, Sarah. She saw something special in him. She encouraged him. She protected his time to learn. She believed in him when no one else did. And sometimes, that's all it takes, one person. As Abraham grew older, he didn't become rich. He became stronger. He worked hard, cutting wood, building fences, traveling rivers. But one moment changed his life forever. In New Orleans, he saw slavery, human beings being sold like objects. That day, something broke inside him, and something else was born, a purpose. Abraham decided he would fight injustice. But how? He had no degree, no money. So once again, he taught himself. He studied law day and night, until one day he became a lawyer. People trusted him because he didn't lie, he didn't cheat. He stood for truth, and that truth led him into politics. He wasn't the most powerful man, he wasn't the richest, but he had something stronger, a voice people believed. In 1860, something unbelievable happened. A poor boy from a log cabin was elected president. But instead of celebration, he faced chaos. The country was breaking apart. North versus South. Freedom versus slavery. War was coming. The Civil War began. Brother against brother. Friend against friend. Over 600,000 lives lost, and Abraham carried that weight every single day. But even in darkness, he made one of the boldest decisions in history. In 1863, he signed the Emancipation Proclamation, declaring freedom for millions of slaves. It wasn't just a political move, it was a moral stand. Later, he gave a speech that lasted just 2 minutes, but those words echoed through history. The nation must have a new birth of freedom. And finally, the war ended. The Union survived. Slavery ended. The country had hope again. But just when everything seemed to be healing, tragedy returned. On April 14, 1865, Abraham Lincoln was shot. The next morning, he was gone. A nation cried, because they didn't just lose a president, they lost a symbol of hope, of resilience, of what one person can achieve even from nothing. Abraham Lincoln's life teaches us something powerful. It doesn't matter where you start. What matters is how far you're willing to go. So remember this: you don't need perfect conditions to create an extraordinary life. You just need determination. Just like that boy reading by candlelight. And maybe your story is just beginning.